Magpies is a short story written by Thomas King. In this story, the main motifs talked about are the importance of preservation of Indigenous traditions and loyalty. Indigenous peoples in Canada have been practicing their traditions for generations. Thomas King's short story Magpies shows Canadians the importance of preserving Indigenous traditions to keep it alive. Granny does not want to be buried in a grave and says, "Don't put me in that grave." Si po alu, Granny tells Wilma. Garbage hole, hospital, one word, you see? King 24. Granny is shown to be against the idea of being buried inside a grave and instead wants to be put in the heavy shield tree. A corpse lying in trees is a very common Indigenous practice called tree burial. Lying in a tree allows the Indigenous to connect with nature and go back into the spirit world. Granny believes that by being buried, she will be cold and alone in the dark of a grave. By being consistent with wanting to go on with her Indigenous traditions, King slyly gives the audience a visual of how the Indigenous wish to preserve their traditions and identities and save it from modern colonialism. The Indigenous are community-based people, meaning that they heavily rely on loyalty to live and share with one another. In Magpies by Thomas King, loyalty is displayed through words and actions. As Granny informs Ambrose of what to do with her corpse, she says, "You be here when I die. You tell Wilma how to do this thing. You look out for me. Take care of me, my big boy." Ambrose says, "You can count on me." "I'm counting on you," says Granny. King 24. The 7 Ojibwe teachings teach a society how to live a good life. Its 4th teaching tells its students about Sabe, Bigfoot, and how it portrays honesty. Ambrose envelops this trait as he speaks from his heart and is loyal to everyone around him. After finding out Granny was buried in a grave against her wishes, Ambrose states, "Granny's in that hole," he says. "She's going to come back. You've got to help me do this thing. We got to get her out and do it right. Put her in that tree, Heavy Shields tree, in the mountains, like she said." King 26. Although he was not there for Granny's funeral, he remains loyal and is fully determined to put Granny on the Heavy Shield tree. By displaying Sabe's characteristics of honesty, he fulfills the 4th teaching of the Ojibwe people, allowing for him to be completely honest and loyal. Overall, this shows how the preservation of Indigenous traditions and loyalty are the main motifs of the short story Magpies by Thomas King.